Man, what's up with the what's up? Tyrone Hunter. Back with another edition of What's Really Good Entertainment. If you've been rocking with the channel, I appreciate you. If you're just checking it for the first time, hit the like button on the way in the door. Hit the subscribe button on the way out the door. Today we're gonna be talking about how to walk in your purpose. This is the topic we're gonna be discussing. Um, if you want to hear more about this topic, pop out. Make sure you stay to the end of the video. Share the video, and we're gonna get right into it. So, how to walk in your purpose. First and foremost, let's start by asking ourselves or defining what purpose is. Purpose is, what's the reason you here? Why do you think you here? Why is every person walking this earth here? You think we just here to be alive today and then be unalive and that's just it? Every individual person have a purpose. No two people purpose are the same. So while you out here chasing relationships, friendships, chasing a bag, chasing a thrill, chasing excitement, chasing all of these different things, that's why you find yourself running into so many brick walls or running into so many dead ends or keep stopping and starting and stopping. And then you get to a point you confused. You're like, yo, what am I doing? Or why is nothing not working out? That's because you haven't found your purpose. You haven't found the reason why you are here. Because if you find a reason why you're here, then you will realize what job it is that you're here to do. And you do that job, then, your life will make so much more sense. And let me just say this for the record. I know everybody's looking to be rich. Everybody, a lot of people are looking to secure a bag or have financial stability. Let me hit you with a news flash real quick. Everybody ain't going to get rich. Everybody ain't going to have a lot of money. Some people just going to barely be getting by. Some people going to be struggling. Some people going to be homeless. Some people going to be up today, down tomorrow. And the ones that's down today is going to be up tomorrow. Why do you think life is like that? Like if you look at the board, if you look at the game of life right now, we see the same thing. We see people that are all the way up. We see people that are on the come up. We see people that are all the way on the bottom. We see some people that they spend every day and every moment of their life thinking about money and trying to get some money, trying to secure a bag. Then you got other people, they not focused on money at all. Did you ever ask yourself why? And if you did, do you think people are weird for not chasing a bag? You ever ran across somebody who they happy broke? Like it seemed like they life got so much meaning, like they not stressed, they not depressed. They just living life. They just groove into their groove. Then you got people who life is all about money, like they be going through it. They be moody. They be going through all kind of changes. Because some people can't function without money. And then I ask myself, I'm like, all right, so what was life like before we had money? Go back as far back as you can in terms of history. There was a time where there was no money. There was no dollar bills, no $5 bills, no $10 bills, 20s, hundreds. There was none of that. There wasn't all of these cars. There wasn't all of these big buildings, skyscrapers. It wasn't all of these different clothes. It was a time where there was no designer clothes. There was no suits. There was no jeans. There was no Air Force Ones. There was no, none of these labels that we have out there now. So how did people find peace back then? How did people become, or how was people happy back then? Before it was a such thing as somebody being wealthy or rich. And what made them rich back then? But for everybody else that wasn't rich, how did they become happy? Then in the Bible, it got a verse, right? It says, a couple that pray together, stay together. Jump in the comment box if you know what that means. If you verse with the Bible and you understand what that means, like a couple that pray together, stay together. I want to know, like, what y'all feel about that. Because that's deep right there. A couple that pray together, stay together. And then yesterday I was talking about how they say a fool and his money soon part ways. That's a Bible verse right there. So that's like two hitters right there. I don't know the exact place in the Bible where those quotes are, but I mean, if you familiar with the Bible, you could definitely put the verse in the comments. We would definitely like to, see that, because some people probably want to look it up and see what's what. But yeah, ain't that crazy how, there was a time that all of the things that we cherish and all of the things that we chase now, it wasn't there. Like even back in the days, I remember you could tell the difference between an ugly female and a pretty female. Now with all this makeup, with all this hair, with all this, whoa, you be hard pressed. Everybody pretty, But getting back to the topic at hand, how to walk in your purpose. Like how to walk according to the reason why you here. I know that kind of sound crazy, but once you figure out why you here, it's in a nutshell, stay in your lane. Focus on that in which you supposed to do. And just stick to that, and your life is going to be good. Wherever that take you, that's where it's going to take you. But how do you find your purpose? How do each person find their purpose? You got to search, You got to take some time, and you got to sit down with yourself. You got to take some time, and you got to sit down with yourself, and that's the only way you're going to find your purpose. Some people go in search of their purpose and they never find it. Then some people do, Some people find things that make them happy. Like some people are happy just planting flowers. Some people are happy just sitting up all day and all night just drawing. Some people are happy just creating video games. Some people are happy just sitting at home playing video games all day. Some people are happy sitting home eating all day. Some people are happy gambling and being in the casino all day. Some people are happy doing drugs. Some people are happy drinking. Some people are happy single. Some people are happy being with somebody. Some people are happy like being left alone. Some people are only happy when it's a lot of people around them. You see what I'm saying now? It's like different strokes for different folks. It's different things that make different people happy. Some people are happy with little things. Like you could get them a little gift and it would mean so much to them. It would mean the world to them. Then you take some people, if it ain't a certain amount of money, they're going to look at it and frown. Like forgetting the fact that you took out your time, your effort, and your energy to do something nice for them. And they don't even appreciate it. Ungrateful people. So why did I bring up this topic? Like, why it's important to walk in your purpose? Because a lot of things that we've learned, or a lot of things that we were taught, wasn't important. That we were taught was important. When you get to a point where you realize those things is no longer important, then you ready to start finding your purpose. When you able to separate yourself from the crowd and dance to the drum of your own beat, then you ready to walk in your purpose. Because when you walking in your purpose, it's like you don't know what you're going to find out. You don't know what you stepping into. You don't know what's going to be revealed. And me, when I really start looking into myself, like I'm talking about like a few years back, it was some things I had found out about myself that I didn't really like. I was like, wow. But I had to accept that, you know. I had to be honest and truthful with like the kind of individual I was, you know, thinking that money and materialism and those things was the most important thing in the world, like chasing that. I was feeling like that's what life was about. But then once I had it, it was like I still felt empty. And that feeling sat with me for a while. And this is what a lot of people experience too. A lot of people experience. Like you spend so much time and you spend so much effort and energy chasing things. And then when you finally get it, it don't even complete you. It was like the adrenaline rush came from you seeing if you could accomplish it. That's what happened with a lot of things. Like we put our efforts, or we come up with a game plan on how to get something that we feel we want so bad. And then we get it and it's like, because we wasn't made for material items to make us happy. I think people that need a lot of material items to make them happy, I think they kind of, I don't know, I want to say lacking in some areas, maybe have some, like, they don't feel whole or they don't feel complete within themselves. So they try to dress themselves to make themselves feel better than what it is that they feel. But yeah, try to walk in your purpose. Try to find your purpose. Try to figure out what's the reason you're here. It may sound crazy, but try to find out why you're here. Try to find out what you're here to do. Try to find out what you're here to do. Because then that gives your life meaning, Like you going in search of something that means something. Everything else, it's going to fade away. When we was young, it was certain things that we liked. We felt like we couldn't live without them. Then we get older, we look back at it, we like, And that's just how life goes. I think this was an interesting topic though, like how to walk in your purpose, because you gotta think about life like it gotta be more than what we see or what we know or what we experience, what we feel. It gotta be more to it than that. It gotta be more to it than just going through the regular everyday motions like we be doing. It gotta be more to it. I don't know, I might be rambling, at this point, and that's all good. Cause sometimes you just gotta let your thoughts take you where it take you. But um did you find your purpose? I'm still trying to find my purpose. So if anybody out there know much about purpose and finding your purpose and walking in your purpose, share the information in the comment section. Cause it was something that I came across, and I'm kind of exploring it to see the relevance of it. And, I wanted to have a conversation about it. I wanted to, I want to see what y'all think, and I want to see what y'all feel about it. This is an open dialogue, by the way. I'm not no Zen Buddhist master who every topic that I bring up or anything that I'm talking about, I feel like I got all the answers, and I don't need no input from nobody else. This is just conversation. I really want to see what y'all feel. I want to see what y'all think about this particular topic. And did anybody feel like they found their purpose and they're walking in a purpose? And what is that experience like for you? Or you thought you found your purpose and you was walking in your purpose, you kind of found out it wasn't that, then you had to go back to the drawing board. But what was it that made you undertake the journey of trying to find your purpose in the first place? It may seem like a weird topic or subject, for people that don't think along those lines, for people who just like kind of and stuck in the mindset of like what goes on every day and don't see beyond that or nothing more than that. It's kind of easy for those people to think it's weird, but you really got people out here that's trying to be their best possible self, not just live their best possible life, but really trying to be their best possible self. And you remember that saying that said the best things in life is free? I'm really starting to believe that. The best things in life is free. Some of the best things in life is free. The air that we breathe that keep us alive is free. Our hearts that beat is free. Our brains working is free. Showing love to people is free. And that's just to name a few things. The best things in life are free. That might be an interesting topic. That might be an interesting discussion right there too, on the low. Yeah, but I'm just kicking it, just on this journey, and this was just something that came to mind, something that I wanted to share, something I wanted to spark a conversation about, see what y'all think and see what y'all feeling. So I mean, if you want to chime in, feel free. If you want to get some more thoughts and opinions, or if you want to get a whole dialogue going, let's get it, because I'm really interested in this whole walking your purpose thing, finding your purpose. And then once you find your purpose, how to walk in your purpose. That sounds different. How to walk in your purpose. Walking in your purpose. I'm going to put some more thought into that, and hopefully I have a follow-up for y'all. But yeah, so that's what it is right now. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me, while we just kick it. Uncle Tyrone in his zone. I got a short that I'm about to drop probably by midnight, between 11 and midnight. It's a short that I'm about to drop, so make sure y'all stay tuned for that. And just gonna keep coming with these conversations. And I apologize to anybody that rather hear about some of the politics and some of the other things that's going on in society, who got hurt, who got hit, who the gossip is about. If y'all want to hear those topics, I touched on a couple of those topics in the past, and I'm not really on that. I'm really trying to grow into my best possible self. And I came to the realization that I don't got all the answers. And sometimes it take conversations, talking to other people and sharing ideas and sharing thoughts back and forth, and then we see what we come up with, So it's the journey for me. So if y'all don't see me post some of the content that I was posting, I mean, I'm not gonna say I'll never post no content like that again, but I think I'm just in kind of like a different zone right now, and I want to talk. I want to figure some things out. I want to find some things out. I want to learn some things. I want to chop it up and spend some time talking about some things that I can walk away with one of those, that was interesting. Let me think about that for a few. Or, oh, wow, I picked up this from that conversation. I learned this from that conversation. Because it's time to grow. I can't see myself being the same person who I was 5 years ago. I can't even see myself being the same person I was last year. I'm trying to be a different person. And that's a topic in and of itself. Because some people feel that you should always be and remain the same as you always was. And that don't make sense. Because what if the first cars that came out, which was the Model T Fords, what if those cars stayed the way that they was? We wouldn't have none of the cars that we have, right now. So it just goes to show, in time, things change for a reason. And everything and everybody should change. If you feel you the same way that you were 10, 15, 20 years ago, and you didn't make no progress, I wouldn't even brag about that. Real talk, New York.